Good morning, friends. Today we are discussing about the measurement of mass. In the previous topic, morning, friends. Class 11, chapter number 2, unit and measurement. Topic name is the measurement of mass. In the previous topic, we have already discussed about that the introduction portion. Then after as a unit system, okay, and then after we are discussing about the measurement of length and also estimation of the very small distance size of molecules. Now in this topic we are discussing about the measurement of mass. Today's our topic is the measurement of mass. Okay, now mass is the basic properties. Okay, so mass is basic property of matter. Now first of all, what is matter? Matter has a, we have just considered as a three types: solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, we are considering as a three types, but so this is the matter. So it does not depend on the temperature, pressure, or location of object in a space. So the SI unit of mass is kilogram. Okay, now mass is the kilogram. So it is defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be Planck constant h to be 6.62607015 into 10 raised to minus 34. When expressed in the unit of joule into second, it is represented by this capital J and small s, which equals to kilogram meter square second inverse. Now, all countries have many laboratories for the determination of the mass kilograms. So, in India has a India has a national physical laboratory at the New Delhi. Okay, while dealing with the atoms. Okay, now this is the this topic is for the measurement of, it is a large amount of the mass. But now whenever we are discussing about that the atoms, and when we are discussing about the molecular atoms and molecule, we are talking about the atoms and molecule. Wait a minute. Okay, now while 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 dealing with the atoms and molecules, the kilogram is the inconvenient, okay, unit. So whenever using with the smallest particle, if you are just considered as a dust particle, so dust particle we cannot measure in the kilograms. Okay, we cannot measure in the our simple instrument. So we need to use that the we need require to another method to use the atomic mass unit. So it is important standard unit of mass called the unified atomic mass unit. Okay, which has been established for the expression of the mass of atom as okay. Now one unified atomic mass unit is equals to 1 AU. Okay, 1 AU. So it is represented by the 1 by 12 of the mass of an atom of carbon 12 isotope C612, including the mass of electron. Okay, is equals to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. But now how it's come, I explain how it's come. So here, what is the atomic mass unit? Okay, the definition: if one atomic mass unit, 1 U is equals to 1 A, or we can write here as the 1 AMU. It is represented by the 1 by 12 mass of one carbon atom. It has a 6 proton and the 6 electron. So we have the discussing about the, it has a 1 by 12. Okay, now since 1 mole of carbon atom have a mass of 12 grams. Okay, since 1 mole of carbon atom have a mass of 12 grams, and 1 mole of atom, it is equals to 6.022 into 10 raised to minus 20, 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Okay, this number is known as the, Avogadro number. Okay, so this is known as the Avogadro number. So it is represented by the 1 mole of atom is equals to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Okay, so here U is equals to 1 by 12. Okay, 12 gram upon mole. So 1 mole is equals to 1 mole divided by 1 by 12 is equals to 12 by 12 12 gram upon mole. It is 1 mole is equals to 1 mole divided by the 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. It will gives us to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. Okay, this is known as this is known as the gram. Okay, this is gram and this is also kilogram. So it is we are here we are shows that the 10 raised to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 24, and here we are shows that the 10 raised to minus 20, here 10 raised to minus 27. Okay, so it is so it is represented by the. Okay, now this is represented the one atomic mass unit. Okay, so this is known as the one atomic mass unit. Now it is represented here. So here one unified atomic mass unit is equals to 1 u. So it is equals to 1 by 12, 1 by 12 the mass of an atoms of carbon 12. Okay, isotopes 612 including the mass of electron is equals to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. The mass of commonly available object can be determined by the common balance. Okay, whenever we are going into the grocery shop, on that time some weight is put in the another plates, and the which you are buying, suppose you are buying the sugars, wheat. Okay, so put in the another plates, so it will balancing the weightage. So that's why we are using the commonly available object can determine the commonly balanced. Okay, so large mass in the universe like a planet, stars, etc. Okay, now suppose we have discussed, we need to measure, we need to measure of the planets. It is, so it is depend on the Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, it is depend on the Newton's law of gravitation, can be measured by using the gravitational method. We have studied, we will study in the chapter number 8 for the measurement of but now for the measurement of small mass. Okay, small mass of atomic and the subatomic particles, it is we make use to mass spectrograph. Okay, we need to we make use for the mass spectrograph. Okay, in which radius of the trajectory is proportional to the mass of charged particle moving in uniform electric and the magnetic field. So this is the Dempster mass spectrograph. Okay, this is the Dempster mass spectrograph, but here we are shows that the magnetic field also here we have a electric field. This is we have discussing about the trajectorial path. We can measure the atomic mass is based on the, it is based on the electric trajectorial path of the atoms. So here we are applying the magnetic field, also we are applying the electric field, and here this is here. So here this is the photographic plate. Okay, on the photographic plate we get the to another trajectorial path. That's then after, that's why we can find out the atomic mass on a big. So we can, so we make use of the mass spectrograph in each radius of the trajectory in the proportional to the mass of charged particle moving uniform electric and the magnetic field. We have shown that there was the Dempster mass spectrograph. Also, we have another mass, Astron's mass spectrograph. So, Astron's mass spectrograph and the Dempster mass spectrograph. We can use, by using that spectrograph, we can measure the mass. We can measure the atomic mass and also subatomic particles. Okay, we are studying in this then in the this both the topic in the nuclear physics. Okay, after that we are discussing in the nuclear physics what is the Astron mass spectrograph and the Dempster mass spectrograph. Thank you. After that we have discussing about that the another topic, range of masses. So the mass of object we come across in the universe vary or over very wide range. This may vary from tiny mass tiny mass of from the order of 10 raised to minus 30 kg of electron to the huge mass about 10 raised to 15 kg of the known universe. This gives the range of order of typical mass of various object. Okay, here so the range of order of mass. Here electron has a 10 raised to minus 20, 30. Here electron have a 10 raised to minus 30. Proton have a 10 raised to minus 27. Uranium atom has a 10 raised to minus 25 kilogram. Red blood cell has a 10 raised to minus 30. Dust particle has a 10 raised to minus 9 kg. Raindrops has a 10 raised to minus 6. Mosquitoes has a 10 raised to minus 10 raised to minus 5. So this is these all these things are shows the range of order of mass. Okay, after that we have discussing about the measurement of time in the next lecture. Okay, measurement of time we have discussing in the next lecture. What is the measurement of time, how it's why we are using the atomic standard of time, and the smallest value of how can we measure the smallest part of the seconds. So in this topic we have discussing after that after this topic. Okay, thank you.